All right. I think we're now live. I'll find out momentarily if this was successful. But hello, welcome to another day. This is actually my second bullet. I haven't played a hand on this bullet yet. I actually ran my first bullet up pretty substantially, but then I ran ace king suited. I 3-bet from the hijack, and the button went all in for 20 bigs. And I called with ace king suited, and he had kings, and we couldn't find an ace. And then I got into another hand where I had the kings, and someone with ace queen suited shoved with me, and they did find the ace. And then for my last 20 bigs, I flopped top pair versus middle set. So here we are attempting another stream. Shout out in the chat. Let me know if you're watching, where you're from. Oh. Came in on the break, and I think what's weird is like they don't let you see a hand on the button. In live tournaments, they'll let you come in on the button, but not here. Like I came in here in the dead small, and then I didn't get to see a hand as the button, which confuses me because then when I see it in live, I'm like, wait, is that allowed? And they're like, yeah, dummy, that's allowed. So I'm gearing up for the main event. Been playing a lot of tourney this week, a lot of tourney volume, both these Boskis whenever I'm available, a couple of other smaller things, and then I did a bunch of satellites. I did get a main event seat on my first satellite. I went and played a satellite yesterday and did not win the seat. And then today I woke up in time to get there at 9 a.m., which is so unlike me. I never am anywhere by 9 a.m. But I was there and I figured it out. But unfortunately, and like what was really cool was when we showed up, I thought it was just going to be 2 seats and it was still going to be really good value because I figured like poker players don't get there at 9 a.m. and it's going to be softer than a baby's bottom. I was right on that front, but because there was going to be such a huge overlay because they accidentally wrote on Poker Atlas or somewhere, Lodge put that they were giving away 5 seats. And so they decided to honor that, and they were giving away 5 seats. There were only 37 entries. Unfortunately, I was not one of them. But then they had another one, and I busted right around like 11:15, and there was another one at noon that I decided to enter. And I also soft bubbled that one, like 10 from the seat. They were giving away 10 seats. Oh no, they ended up giving 13 seats away because there were so many entries for 200. So I ended up significantly decreasing my discount that I was going to get since I banked the first Saturday I entered. But oh well, sometimes you take risks, and I knew I was going to want to enter more than once into the main event. So we did that. Haven't even played a hand yet on this one. I really hope I go somewhat deep in this. I don't want to have to stream Blitz for y'all again. I did not enjoy that. Virtuoise was the player that had pocket kings when I had ace king. And then Frenchy Pawns over here was the guy who had ace queen when I had kings, and we couldn't find the ace. Where did you go? I have that Billie Eilish song in my head. Her music really is just like hypnotizing. Where did you go? What you know? I don't know. There are more and more home games starting up in Austin Every time I turn around, there's a new one. I'm just not feeling like playing home games. I feel like I need even more energy to play in a home game than I do in a club for some reason. I don't know. Do y'all feel that way? I've been making a lot of like tournament life mistakes that I'm not too happy with. Just getting a little impatient in spots where I think I don't have to be. Like today, one of my bullets, I put 8 bigs in with ace-7 off in the hijack. I think I can afford to wait. I don't know. I get snapped off by ace-king and eliminated. And I told you about the ICM punt that I did in Dallas. I maintain that it was a good move just because it was the most active player who 3-bet, but it was just such like early action. I don't think it's a fold, but I definitely think I need to 4-bet and leave some behind. Give myself the chance. All right, big blind. Really don't want to call very many early opens with ace-9, 8-9 offsuit. I think I may have to fold this. Yeah, now that it's a squeeze spot, I'm definitely just gonna let it go. Hey Matt, what's up? How's your night going? What have you been up to today? I woke up at the ass crack of dawn to play a 9 a.m. satellite. I don't regret my decision. It was like huge value, but I kind of sacrificed going to the gym for it. So I sort of had this like master plan that I would bank the 9 a.m. satellite and then be out of there by noon. So I showed up like without any makeup, like in sweatpants, looking just like absolutely grungy as shit. And then I had to stay and play the noon while the club was filling up. I hate going places looking like super grungy, but I hate being late more so. These satties were turbos, of course. Hey, Wild Deuces, what's up? Yeah, I do think of the poker room as work. I don't know what it is about home games. I don't know if it's just because I'm like a single lady where I just like don't feel as safe in that environment. Because it's like no one's motivated to stick up for you if you like feel uncomfortable or whatever. I'm gonna raise to 3 here and then I'll be calling shoves. Yeah, I definitely feel like my personality needs to be on more at home games. Okay. I'm gonna let him bet it. Got us a combo draw. How do I want to play this? I'm gonna play this as a call. I think our ace high is going to be good enough. What does he check back on the turn that he bets? It's going to be hard for me to fold this river. Thanks for watching me on your commute, Matt. I think I'm good. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Obviously, he would have folded to the shove on the flop. But I don't know. When the flush draws are like two big cards, when they're like big and little, I like to play it more aggressive because, it unlocks all the flushes that I can cooler flush over flush. And when you have two big hearts, I don't know. What do y'all do there? Do y'all just shove it? I think you got to mix in some calls there with your big flushes. Flush draws, as it were. Billie Eilish really just is so talented. Her and Finn, when you get like a creative partner that you gel well with, it's just magic. That's how I feel about me and Nikki. Honestly, I really do feel like it's heaven sent. I hope we're able to continue doing Ace Holes. I was a little disappointed in the performance of the Alan Keating sketch. I really thought it was going to do better. We also dropped the interview that we did for him today. And like Alan really doesn't like to do interviews and stuff, so we were really lucky to snag that interview. He did a great job. He was incredibly personable and forthcoming and funny, and he talks about his self-improvement journey, spiritual journey. He also talks about like his origins in poker. I think we can safely open this. Now we can shove. This is an early open. Early 3-bet. He's big. He playing a lot of hands. We'll see. Hi-ya. Can we win one race? Come on, please. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Finally. Finally, we win a race. And now we're in good shape. I'd really like to bank one of these. I mean, who wouldn't? We got 2K up top. We still got an hour and 21 minutes of reg left. A lot of poker left to be played. Yeah, because I was so like grungy at the lodge earlier, I think that's why I'm overcompensating with the red lip right now, trying to make up for how lazy I was earlier. I'm really not feeling so hot today. Yesterday, I was supposed to have a Bumble date, and he was completely communicative the whole time, and he's been texting me again today, so I'm not gonna like write him off because of this. But and like it was last minute plans, and we were playing it fast and loose with the time and whatnot, so I didn't really feel the need to like bug out about it. But he did have to cancel somewhat late because he had like some sort of thing going on at work that he didn't realize he was going to be so involved in. He seems decent. He works in tech. Good job. Nice guy. Seem to have a good banter. Although Amanda Botfeld, shout out to my girl Amanda. She's been working on these like compatibility astrology workshops. I'm going to do one with her. But she told me that his sun sign was Libra, and she says that that's like one of the worst compatibility matches for me. Because let me pull up what she said. It was very interesting. Shout out to Amanda. These are her wisdoms. So she's like, I didn't want to say anything, but Libra is such a, because she asked about at first she asked me to go to her workshop that she did last night, and I was like, oh, I'm actually going on a date. And that's why I didn't play the evening satellite or go to play cash. So I was a little annoyed that I didn't stay and play longer poker, because I like went to spin class, went up, played the satellite, and when I busted, I just came straight back. So that was just kind of like annoying to spend all that gas without actually getting in to put in even proper volume. But the date ended up not happening, and she's like, I didn't want to say anything, but Libra is such a hard no deal breaker for you. So maybe you dodged a bullet. And I was like, how come? She's like, a lot of reasons that are clear with a full chart reading, but Libra is judgmental and doesn't like to be emotionally vulnerable unless they have significant planets in a water sign, like a moon in Scorpio or something. We don't know this guy's moon sign. True relationship compatibility is about someone that A, sees you the way you want to be seen, and B, loves you for it. A Libra without very significant water sign placements is not going to value your incredibly caring nature, your comforting, accepting space, your consistency of character. They also won't be able to support you emotionally with your Cancer moon. I have my moon in Cancer and my sun in Taurus. and make you feel truly cared for, reliably and unconditionally, both of which are extremely important to you. I love when like astrology people tell you what's important to you, but like they're always right, so you let them. I'm an astrology person, by the way. She's just much more studied. Obs, this is just a base reading from your sun moon sign, not full chart, so there may be tweaks and fine tunes, but there's broad strokes. Your grounded stability and big heart are some of your greatest assets. Libra isn't really into that. Libra doesn't want to be smothered in emotional comfort. Well, I want to smother with emotional comfort so friggin' bad. Ooh, this little shorty. Ooh. What you got, T-Dog? This is the part of the day where I go, matter of fact, where's everybody from? I check to see if there are any Europeans. I'm going to turn my HUD off. I don't think it's really that important in the somewhat passive crowd. So there's a lot of limping. And I find that sometimes in the earlier tournaments, you're better off not 3-betting because there's no 3-bet sizing that's going to get anybody off a hand. Like the limp call range is ginormous for the BBs. So sometimes you're better off just like playing as many pots like that in position as possible and waiting for them to make the fuck up. Where did you go? One of my videos got reported for copyright. Okay, so I think we want to bet on the larger side. Okay, that's like the nut low. Gonna have to check this back unless he decides to donk out. Yeah, I think we're forced to check here. Okay, we river a pair, which means we're not really highly motivated to bluff. Oh God, checks one more time. Yeah, I don't think we get called by worse. Yeah, I don't think we're getting him to fold a 9 there. I like my check back. How'd y'all like my stream with Caroline? I was really sad I had to take it down. It was starting to do somewhat numbers. Unfortunately, we had to take it down. But I was also wondering, like, if my other video that got, like, copyright flagged, was it because of the stuff that I just played on my phone on break, or was it because I literally sang Alanis Morissette? And, furthermore, did it just get, like, tagged by random combing, or do I have, like, an enemy out there, like, trying to shut it all down? I'm not even monetized yet, but maybe we recruit some enemies. You never know. It's been kind of a rainy day here in Austin. Like that muddy rain. Pretty nasty. But the sun came out in the afternoon, but it went back gray here before the sunset. What do you do for Amazon, Matt? Are you doing deliveries? Are you working in one of the distribution centers? So I don't think I've played with anyone on this table before. I don't have any notes on anybody. Yikes. Give me something I can defend my blind with. Where did you go? So when I was playing the tag team with Andrew, Nimi, one of the conversations we had, he was like, why don't you do the ukulele stuff anymore? And I was like, oh, I worry about people thinking it's cringe. And he's like, oh, we all do that about everything. I think you should play the ukulele more. So I definitely think I'm going to play some ukulele for you later. Why did I take it down? Why did you take it down? I just like said some stuff that I didn't think I wanted to like leave up there. I mean, like, I really am going for this whole, like, unfiltered, like, oversharey vibe. And I definitely want to keep the spirit of that. But there was one thing in particular that I was just like, I don't need that living on the internet. So we took it down. But I thought it was so super fun. And I hope we get Caroline back in here one of these days. She's a hoot and a half. I hope y'all liked Caroline. Troll's gonna troll. Y'all, I got the most outrageous comment on one of my other videos that I can't decide if it's a compliment or not. I'll let y'all be the judge. Let me read it to y'all. Hold on. So I woke up to this, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. So on my second stream where I talk about where I went to go visit the guy from New England and he sent me home early or whatever. By the way, to his credit, he did end up sending me the money for my airplane ticket. So I at least am not out a bunch of money that I thought I was going to be out. And it sort of reinforced that maybe he is the guy that I thought he was. And he was just like a little overwhelmed or was a little too much too fast, which is fine and fair. But someone left this comment in regards to me telling that story. I reported it for harassing, so it's down. You can't go find this guy. But he said, it's amazing how this woman has yet to work out that guys are just using her for sex. She is mid at best, but getting with 8s and 9s who are just using her. Lol. So I think that's pretty hysterical for a number of reasons. One, how the hell do you know who I'm sleeping with? Like, do I know you? Are you in my life? And I wish I could show y'all a slideshow of these 8s and 9s he's referring to. And also, like, if I'm mid, how am I bagging 8s and 9s, BB? Like, obviously, I can't be mid, but also exclusively sleeping with 8s and 9s. Like, come on now. Also, who said I was sleeping with anybody? Mind your business. I woke up yesterday to that comment and it, like, really fucking bothered me for a minute, but then I shared it to a couple of my friends, and I think I showed it to Marley first, and Marley's snap reaction was like, lol, is that a compliment? And then, like, throughout the day, the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what, maybe that is a compliment. Another one of my friends is like, people at similar attractive levels tend to have sex with each other, Caitlin. I don't think you're mid at best if you're sleeping with 8s or 9s or whatever. And I was like, okay, fair enough. But it's crazy how, like, when you're, oh, this is interesting. Yikes, a Mundo. Lucky River getting frisky. Yeah, you saw the Instagram about it. Yeah, I definitely thought about it all the way. My spin instructor, like, so I woke up, I go straight to spin class. And when I get there, my spin instructor's like, how are you doing today? Because I take his class mostly. We're good buddies. Miguel. And I was like, oh, I've been better. And he's so funny. He didn't engage with my negativity at all. He was like, well, me and my husband are going on a vacation. Let me tell you about the positive thing. And I'm like, okay, I love it. I love it. Turn that frown upside down. It's spin time, not wine time. So Matt, for Amazon, you assist with access code issues, delivery locations, package recoveries, and white glove deliveries. It's like your logistics. That a logistics role sounds like. Heck yeah. I love just like playing really low risk, no stress tournaments for practice. I've definitely taken like a downshift in the last couple of months where poker was starting to just get like too intense and my moods were too attached to my win rate. And I didn't want that. So I made the conscious decision that we're going to stream more, we're going to focus more on ace holes and writing comedy, and we're going to focus less on putting every cent on the table all the time in all scenarios. But it's true, I miss those big games, and I see the guys that I used to play with in the 5-10 quarter weekly games, and they're good games, man. I want to be in there, I want to play, but right now I don't think I have the headspace and the heart space, and I need to be in the gym, I need to be training. And I'm also so much more interested in tournaments just because the way the schedule is and how my lifestyle can be. I feel like I can keep more regular hours and I can be on time to spin class. I'm drinking less if I'm playing less cash. A really exciting thing that I have coming up that I wanted to tell y'all about is I added some RunGood stops to my schedule. So I'm going to be going to Kansas City in October with RunGood, so you can see me there. And then I'm also going to be going down to San Diego in November. And for the San Diego stop, my fellow ace hole, Nikki Limo, gonna be there. So it'll be our first trip together. Quad Kings, no, he paid off Quad Kings. Happens to the best of us, BBs. These are sort of like my Harry Potter professor glasses. I low-key feel like I could be like the professor of charms. Or I got like Mad Trelawney vibes. Whenever I think I look like a Harry Potter professor, it's probably like the hot mess one. Trelawney, big time. Who's your favorite Harry Potter character? Mine was Sirius. I think I really liked Sirius. I was upset at the end of Order of the Phoenix. No spoilers. Luna Lovegood was also great, She's such like a bag, just like an absolute crazy person. Hey Eric, what's going on? A classic grass. Spade 7? Spade 7? 8? Hiya. On the river, Jerry. On the river. Ooh, a hand. Don't mind if I open. This is the Kazakhstan guy, right? He out of the way. Piggy bank is Germany. Oh, Brazil in the small blind. We know he got 3-bet bluffs if he a Brazilian. Those South American boys, they love to play it fast and loose. Maniacs, the lot of them. Jerry got brand new chips. Did he want to use them? Nope. He's definitely got the nut advantage on this board. But I definitely think we want to c-bet with how short he is. No spade on the board. Gonna go 1.5. Snap me off. When they snap off that quickly, it always feels just like kind of a weaker hand. Hi-ya, and now you're leading turn. This just feels like bullshit to me. He could have a pair. Don't have a draw. I think in that scenario, we're just better off letting it go. I didn't like it though. It felt terrible. Y'all know I think folding is emasculating. All right, 25 bigs. And why did I take the comment down, was your question? I didn't take it down. I just reported it as like being harassing because it really did bother me. And I don't think that I want to set the precedent where I just like let people slut shame me when they don't know my business and my comments. I think that's pretty out of line behavior that I don't want to be a part of. Okay, another flip. Less than a flip. All right, Kazakhstan is crippled. So peaceful, so quiet in my place. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I want to open. Paraguay. Yeah, I think I'm going to 4-bet this one. Thought bottom pair. Glorious turn. There are a lot of draws out there. I think my hand wants protection. I'm gonna bet it. All right, nice. All right, Matt says, is playing ACR legal in Texas, or do I use a VPN? No, I think it's legal because it's cryptocurrency. I think that's the workaround for why you can play ACR in Texas. You buy in with cryptocurrency. So, not technically the US dollar, as it were. You know what's been coming through my TikTok feed a lot is old clips of The Nanny. I used to love that show. Fran Drescher is just like 10 out of 10 magnetic in that show. So lovable, so charismatic. Oh my gosh, do you fall in love with her over and over again, episode after episode. The only thing I don't like about that show is just like what a flaming cunt that Babcock lady is. Miss Babcock. They always have that like stepmother character who like hates the children. Makes the protagonist look better. Sort of like Meredith Blake in The Parent Trap. I don't know if y'all are old enough for that. Who's in Mexico tonight, Eric? Oh yeah, I don't think I have to say I'm in Mexico. I think it's allowed. I'm still kind of like back and forth about like what is just frowned upon in streaming and what is like absolutely against the rules. Like I know like HUD seems to be okay. Like other streamers play with their HUD on, but then like sort of the jury's out on rat holing. Is rat holing okay or not okay? I don't necessarily rat hole very regularly, but my what's it called? Audience was really encouraging me to. This is not a special vape pen. This is just an Escobar. Hey, Action Perkins. Looks like a proper vape with good stuff. It's just nicotine. I decided to quit keeping marijuana in the house like about a month and a half ago. And that was a big shift for me. I was a daily pot smoker for probably a decade, from like age 22 to very recently. Pretty much smoked every day with spike it on him. Bye, Kazakhstan. Oh no, club. Ooh, resuck. Never mind. Shouldn't have said goodbye to Kazakhstan. Yeah, you're shocked about the price. They're $20, which is a lot more expensive than a pack of 20 cigarettes, but they last me way longer than a pack of cigarettes would. I feel like I was smoking pack every other day, and these I feel like I buy two every 2 to 3 weeks. I'm trying to give it up though. Sometimes I think they give me a headache. I don't love that. Thank you, Action Perkins. I really wish we could get more views on Ace Holes. We're really struggling swimming upstream versus that algorithm. I really thought these Alan Keating episodes would do a lot better. Quite disappointing to see where the numbers are. Ooh, a little walk for your girl. Take me for a ride, boys. A little walk for your girl. Ain't ever hurt nobody. Back up to 30 bigs. I doubt this is Bill Perkins watching my stream, but if it is, hi, Bill. I actually coach a bunch of ladies that are friends with Bill's wife. I don't think she's ever made it to one of my poker nights. She might have, and I just didn't clock that it was his wife, but they talk about her a lot. She's in the friend group. I've had more fun teaching these ladies how to play poker for scratch. So much fun, actually, that it's begotten more gigs, more dealing gigs for me. I'm getting pretty confident at dealing. Like, I think if I had to audition at the lodge tomorrow, I would probably book the gig based on just like my speed and accuracy. I don't know if I could deal PLO. I mean, my arithmetic's pretty good. I would just probably be a little learning curve there. But I really enjoy dealing, and I really like teaching baby beginners. I need to get better at explaining pot odds and equity. They always seem to just shut down when I start trying to go over the price they're being laid. And, right now I'm just like really trying to, get them. I feel like your first year in playing poker, you learn the hand rankings, you learn how to read the board really efficiently, and how to, little bluffsy poo from Germany, and learn how to keep track of what's in the pot. I think is really also important. No, I had so much fun on that last stream with Caroline. We got a lot of fun shout outs. We had Spraggy and Marley in the chat. They were out celebrating, drinking, I think what Marley said were 87 pints after his victory. Nimi, my tag team extraordinaire partner, popped in. And then, of course, all of y'all. Super fun. Brandon, what's up? You can deposit with your credit card. Never have used crypto to deposit from Mississippi. I can't speak to that. Ugh. Yeah, I'm definitely overcompensating with these red lips. Am I pulling it off? I don't know. Don't tell me. I need to be just confident in my decision. My Harry Potter glasses. So my diet's been going really well. I've been nailing my calorie deficit for the last 2 weeks. Save the occasional, like I've had 2 nights where I went drinking where I probably went over after all is said and done with the drinks. But I try to put them on days where I also did spin class. But I'm trying to remember not to fall too under the deficit, because I keep seeing all these videos of ladies being like 1,200 calories is the caloric needs of a toddler. You shouldn't fall below 15 for any reason as an adult woman, and that you need to be getting enough protein to make sure you're losing fat and not as opposed to muscle or just weight in any other way. So I've definitely been trying to make sure that I don't fall into deprivation mode, because if you let yourself get too hungry, that's when the binging comes back. So, and that's why I was kind of reticent to start calorie counting in the first place, because I've definitely had an abusive relationship with tracking before where it did become about deprivation. And I also didn't really care how I got my calories back when I was tracking in my younger years to lose weight. I would eat a bag of Cheetos, and as long as I was still at 1,200 for the day, that would be fine for me. when now I want to be smarter about like how I use my calories, how I want to make sure I get enough fiber, eating fruits and vegetables and filling up on water. I feel like maybe we fold this at 30 bigs, but we're in late enough position that I'm going to try to get away with it. I won't be calling a 3-bet though. This table hasn't been aggressive. Oh, but in tournaments it's such a small 3-bet. But what did I just say, Caitlin? Don't compound mistakes. Probably shouldn't have opened it in the first place. Gosh, but the 5-4 is so much more valuable. Fuck it. Glorious. I don't think there's any point in raising. Don't think I want to check it back though. Yeah, this way if you can shoves, you know. Okay, let's roll the dice. Ugh, can't get there. Are Jamin and Poker Face Ash a thing? No, they are not. Jamin is dating Lily, and they just got a house together, as a matter of fact. So no, Jamin and Poker Face Ash are not a thing. Fake news. All right, we'll try one more bullet here. If we don't pull it off, we can play some Blitz. There's probably more of an interesting poker to watch. Thanks for your kind words, Brandon. You're a sweetie. Action Perkins says, I've been waiting to quit smoking weed to improve my mental sharpness. That's a good idea to not have it in the house. That's what makes it hard, is having it around all the time. Yeah, so it's like I haven't been completely sober from weed over the last month and a half. Like if I'm out socializing with friends and one of them has like a vape or, you know, wants to spark one, I still like partake in a social situation, but I just like feel like having it around the house just makes it so easy to do it like all day, every day. And then it becomes just like a motivation suck. And then like mental clarity is like a huge thing. I use Lose It too, Matt. That's how I track my calories with Lose It. I like the pictures. And then it tracks your macros for you too. MyFitnessPal is, Andrew says, MyFitnessPal is my best friend. I've gone from 260 to 190. Let's friggin' go, 70 pounds. Really helps me get my protein fiber all while maintaining. 100%. 100%. Congrats. 70 pounds. Wow, that's crazy. I'm at about 60 down from my highest weight. I would really love to lose, I think, at least 30 more. The last time I was at that weight, I was about like a size 6'8", and I looked good in clothes, but it's just like I also don't think that I pull off dead skinny very well. One of these days I'll share some photos, or if you want to like go way, way back in my Instagram or my Facebook, you can find pictures of when I was like 130 pounds. And I don't even know if I look that good. Like, I still have a little bit of boobs, but I have absolutely no ass. Just flat pancake ass for sure. No hips. I like to carry a little bit of weight. Want to be a little bit substantial. Not that there's anything wrong with being skinny. We don't shame any body types in this family. Easy fiber intake is 1/3 of a cup of bran bud cereal. I haven't tried that. I really like to have been cooking a lot. So I make egg white. So I'm not a whole egg person. It's just like a taste thing. Occasionally I'll eat it if I'm at like a breakfast diner with like bacon and pancakes. I'll have like a over medium egg. But I really prefer scrambled egg whites. And I'll put bell pepper, garlic, tomato, and like either goat cheese or feta in there. Have it with like either some breakfast sausage, turkey bacon. I really like ground turkey sausage. That's been pretty good. Put a little cumin and cayenne pepper, chili powder, some garlic, onion powder. Make it nice and tangy and flavorful. I like spicy foods. Hey, Skull. I like the sticky feeling crushing up the greenery. I'm not anti-weed. I just decided to quit having it in the house for a little bit. Thanks for tuning in, Mike. Honestly, you don't even have to count calories. I lost over 50 pounds by cutting out 95% of bread and sugar and did a shit ton of intermittent fasting. Did almost no exercise. I like exercise for my mental health. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I take a lot of spin classes, like average 4 to 5 times a week when I'm in town. And it's just like, I feel like it keeps me happier than when I'm not doing cardio. I've been trying to incorporate more weightlifting. Everyone says use a weightlift. So I'm kind of like easing into it. They do these spin classes that are on demand. So I can go like anytime at the gym. And they're Soul Cycle classes because they have a partnership with my gym. And I can't even keep up with it right now. I have pretty weak arms, but gosh darn it. It's hard. I got weak little girl arms. We're trying to get muscle mommy arms. But when I'm walking through the gym and I'm looking at the girls that have like the muscle mommy bodies that are like doing the deadlifts and they're on the big machines, like their bodies look sick. My friend Nakia has been training with Anthony Chester, who's the TD at the lodge, and he's also offered to train me if I want to join them. I have to figure out how to make the logistics work, but that's like an offer I can't really refuse. So I may have to take them up on that because Nakia's looking amazing. Just like curvy in all the right places, like doing a really good job with that. Hey from Vegas, Desmond, what's up? I really like how I lost like my first 40 pounds was just like intuitive eating. I really just was trying to be in touch with my hunger fullness cues, trying to eat without distractions, and of course, limiting alcohol, which is the hard one for me because I like to party. I'm a party girl. And especially in like the poker environment, it's really helpful. Oh my God, under the gun open. I feel like in cash this would be a fold. I hate We're gonna roll the dice because I feel like if we buy back in, we'll have about that stack size anyway. Give us an ace. Come on, give me an ace. Give me an ace. Boo. All right, one more time and then we'll play Blitz. You're an omelet guy yourself, yeah. Love a good omelet, a frittata, a Benedict. I'm a big breakfast girly. I love me some breakfast. It's probably my favorite meal of the day. That's the way to my heart, is the diner. Pogs for the win. Yep. Interested in how the YouTube numbers work for views. I always leave videos on for my dog when I leave. I sometimes leave Aceful's on shuffle and repeat. Thank you so much, Andrew. We need your love and we appreciate it. Oh my God, he opened a 3.62. I think we got a sneak a peek. Yikes. And we're done. I try to exercise now, though. Definitely has made a big improvement in my life. It does, right? It just like, it teaches like resilient and endurance training just teaches so much mental toughness and endurance in a way that other things don't. I'm playing on ACR, America's Card Room. Deadlifts do build character. Would love some character. If you don't call that, I'll never forgive you. I called the flop. I called the pre-flop raise, but he bet 3.6. I don't think I mean the shove where obviously we can't get any worse hand to call us ever. Cat jam, cat jam. I couldn't do it. I think it worked out though. That flop was quite wet in a bad way. Not the kind of wet we needed. Dry, really, if you think about it. Hey, David Pratt. Thanks for watching. David Pratt was in like the OG group of 2-5 grinders. Put a lot of volume in with the old Prattster. He's a good man. I remember how I like first really met David. I think I'd only played with him a couple of times, but I like peeked him swiping on either like Bumble or Hinge or something, and I was like, "Ooh, let me play! I want to participate." And then he like swipes left on like this really hot girl, and I was like, "What was wrong with her?" And he's like, "Oh, she's too young." And then I remember clocking. I was like, "Okay, David's a good guy. David's a good guy. He doesn't want an inappropriately young woman. I like it. I like it." Sorry if I'm not allowed to share that, David, but that's one of my favorite David memories. The Lodge Live. Oh no, that's part of your name. You're just laughing. David Pratt from WHS mid 80s. I don't know what that means. What is WHS? Explain. They're dropping like flies. Y'all, it's looking like you're gonna get to watch me play some Blitz. It's looking that way. Double me up. I'll take a fold though, honestly. Perfect. I'm glad you own it, David. Oh yeah, I heard. Oh hey, we got it through. I heard about the cyber attack in Vegas. Have y'all heard about the cyber attack in Vegas? Everything's at a standstill. They can't use the internet. Their phones are down. It's mayhem. The line to check into the Bellagio looks like a nightmare. I used to be front desk at a hotel. Having to manually check everybody in sounds just like absolutely scary. And like if you don't have your computer system, like how do you know like what rooms are available? Like how do you know anything? Like I'm no wonder it took so slow. Couldn't have ATMs working. And it's so weird, like the coverage in Vegas, like I feel like I don't know if the casinos have like a financial like aka they're bribing like media outlets not to cover things, but I feel like they cover up like suicides and murders, like everything on the strip to really like protect tourism. And I don't know if they have to like pay for that to keep that off or if it's more just like the media is also motivated by local tourism to, you know, keep it kosher. But I don't know. I thought news was it bleeds it leads. Ooh, there's this really new, there's a new movie coming out about the lady who shot herself live on the air. She worked for a news station in Florida. I don't know if you've ever heard about this, but they kept putting her on the blood and guts stories, and it really didn't sit right with her. She's like a journalist with integrity, and she's the whole reason why even live TV has a delay now. And so Rebecca Hall who's been in a couple of Woody Allen movies. She's directed, this is like her third or fourth time directing. She's pretty talented, and I think I don't know if she co-wrote it, but she definitely directed it, and she's starring as the lead character. I'm not seeing nearly enough punting. Well, don't worry. When we get to 50 and L, there'll be plenty of punting. But also, this is like my third bullet that y'all have seen. I'm in for 4, and I'm usually not in for 4, but we're streaming. All right. Mwah. It might be Blitz o'clock. Let's see. He's taking way too long to fold. He has the hands. Oh, New Jersey too, MGM? It was nationwide. Handing out the drinks. I was only allowed 2 drinks at the bar, and then I got cut off. I could order drink after drink at the poker room. That's so weird. Let's play What Hotel Did Caitlin Work For game. Okay, y'all guess. It was a major chain, but it's one here in Austin. I worked for a hotel here in Austin. That's your clue. And it was new. It was a newer hotel. I created, or like, whatever, created the logistics for the transportation department. Like they had shuttles picking up people to and from the airport. I created the system that they used. That they still use, I imagine. I hope they've improved it. It wasn't flawless. Yeah, where did I work for? Let's get some guesses. I was pretty good at my job. I think I was like nervous to answer the phones and stuff at first because I didn't know anything and I had to ask for help for everything. But once you know how things go. And then when you learn how to like spoil people, once you learn like, oh, if someone asks for a Diet Coke, I don't have to be like, oh, sorry, the kitchen, like I can just like go figure it out and find a Diet Coke and like meet everybody's needs all the time, which was fun because it was like a high-end resort, or excuse me, another clue. But we had like some celebrities go through, like a lot of, Jessica Chastain was probably the biggest one, and Hilary Swank was there too. I saw Jessica Chastain. I never laid eyes on Hilary Swank. The one celebrity I gave a tour to was one of the hosts of Project Runway All Stars, who probably none of you fellows have ever heard of. But I did a no-no, and I told her I watched her show and I really enjoyed it. She didn't seem to mind, but you're not supposed to do that. How many murders would Skull Mike think Caitlyn had to cover up working at the hotel? It's true, I don't kill, I love. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Do we have any hotel guesses, or should I just reveal? All right, we're going to go on a break. We've got a little bit more time to try to spin it up. Otherwise, y'all are going to get to watch me play Blitz, which is a lot saucier. She strikes me as an Embassy Suites girl. Nope. False news, not Embassy Suites. I said high end, but I don't know what the delay's at. Yes, 0. I had to cover up 0 murders. But I don't know. I'm a company man. Maybe I would have. Okay, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm also almost done with my meal prep. I have to decide what I'm cooking for next week. If y'all have any ideas. I think I might do like an Italian dish. I used to make this cauliflower and penne vegetarian pasta dish, which was really good. Like white wine vinegar and capers and pine nuts and parsley and pecorino romano. I may make a batch of that. 4 Seasons, incorrect. The hotel I worked for was called Miraval. It's a Hyatt property. We would have accepted Hyatt. Doubletree, no. MGM National Harbor in Maryland is affected by the cyber attacks also. Hey, Marshall. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hi. By the way, y'all, if you're watching, let your presence be known. Let me be sweet to you. In an effort to get all my calories, I'm going to eat this kind bar. But I'm not really hungry. I don't want to. But I don't want to overeat tomorrow. This last week I batched a bunch of tortilla soup. I don't know. I think because I didn't have cilantro to garnish it, I just wasn't feeling the love. Okay. I think I'll get a little ditty. I think you get a little ditty. You could hear the flush, Brian. Well, my toilet is, what is that, like 30 feet away? And I live alone, so I didn't close the door. You caught me. smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. Let's see if my nails can get all these complicated chords with this. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, I made a mistake. Never, never change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you and the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight. Heart? Ooh, or nice. Yeah, I'm glad we let that one go. It's always nice when they jam in front of you and make your like decisions more easy. I don't know what it says about me, but my top 2 YouTube recommendations tonight were a live stream of Caitlin playing cards and a documentary about World War I Winchester trench shotgun. Thanks for choosing me. As interesting as that World War II does sound. Eggplant parmesan. I don't like eggplants. It's the only kink in that plan. Hi, Kate. Scott says, "Hi, Caitlin. You truly make me laugh out loud in most things I have seen you perform." Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning into the live stream, letting yourself known. I hope you know some good royalty-free tunes. I think when I cover it and I'm playing the ukulele and it's a cover, it's fine. But also, we're not monetized yet. We're just trying to get to those watch hours where we are monetized. And this can be kind of like a good experiment to see if I get copyright flagged about like whatever. Otherwise, I'll just have to like write original music, I guess, which I have some original music. I think I'm a pretty bad songwriter. I've been writing songs as long as I've been playing the ukulele. My comedy songs that I used to perform as part of my act are pretty good, but sometimes I write like really earnest, like songwriting songs, and I think they're cringe. I kind of feel like just like playing the ukulele and singing is cringe in general, but like I said, Andrew encouraged me, and Andrew Nemi is king. At least I washed my hands. That's true. I did wash my hands, and y'all all heard it. Ooh. Toxic Gossip Train. You sound great. Thank you. Do I take requests? If I know the song or I can pull up the chords, I can take requests. Fly Me to the Moon or some Radiohead. So Radiohead is Creep, right? Let's see what key they're in. Fly me to the moon, let me play amongst the stars. Let me hear what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. Let's see. Ooh, hiya. Got all the outs in the wild. Can't hit them. I don't know if I can play this with my nails. Fly me to the moon. Let me play amongst the stars. I'm not singing in the right key. Fly me to the moon. That's low as shit. Did he have another key? Oh, hey, y'all. Speaking of poker, let's hope this doubles us. Let's hope, let's hope. Hey! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Damn it! No! Hiya! Hey, Anderson. All right, y'all. We're going to give up and we're going to play some good old-fashioned Blitzy poo. Fly me to the moon, let me play amongst the stars. Let me hear what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. All right, since he opened to 2.5, we're folding more often. He likes to call. He's aggressive as shit. We're just going to let that one go. Have you seen the Zoe and Joseph Gordon-Levitt? I have seen the Water. That's one of my favorite songs to play on the ukulele. It's funny you should say that. Do y'all know that song? Ella has a really good version. Maybe it's much too early in the game. Oh, but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Love that song. Update my Google Chrome. I don't stay on top of anything. My kitchen is always clean. I can tell you that. Got a clean kitchen. I'm not joking at all. I absolutely see you with the career as a torch singer. What's a torch singer? I don't know what a torch singer is. Oh, how much data do we have on him? Next to nothing. Gotta see that. What the hell was that is right? Sometimes you lose the 90-10s, y'all. Sometimes you lose the 90-10s. I like to run it twice. Help me with the variance, please. That's right. David Pratt is 16 years old. Couple of pals catching up in the chat. Cut off first button. I'm pretty sure this is almost a pure 5 bet. Give me some red cards. All right, he's a run it twice or two. Chop it up. Give me some red cards. Diamond, diamond. Boo, chop it up. We'll take the chop, we'll take the chop. Do any of y'all play on ACR? And if so, where do you put your volume in? I won 2 buy-ins earlier today, but yesterday I played about 500 hands and I got nearly coolered off the table. I lost kings to ace king twice. I lost jacks to tens, and I launched ace king into kings as well. Just absolutely rotten stuff. Torch singer. Think jazz club, cocktail dress, singing while sitting at a piano. I could do that. Will they let me bring my ukulele? They'll be like, no, please sing with the pianist. We insist. Because his 4-bet is so high, I don't think I want to 3-bet him with bottom of range there. In other words, let it be true. When you were there before, could look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. This Badger guy is like really talented at poker. I'm going to be facing the overbet on the turn for sure. Oh, so he can be doing this with kings, queen. He could have done that with queen 10. Still think we're just calling. I've never seen the Fabulous Baker Boys. 10 plays. Pay me my money. Fly me to the moon. You know what song I was trying to learn in French? It's called Qu'est-ce te dire? Qu'est-ce te dire de nos amours? Qu'est-ce te dire? Always like to just take those down, no contesting. Do any of y'all play on ACR? Of course not. Online gambling is illegal and also sinful. For real though. Be careful out there, folks. I can't wait till poker gets legalized online in more states. That would be so good for all the content creators out there. There'd be so much more money to go around. I'm not a fan of online poker, but watching you, I have the bug. I may just get on ACR. You may just have to, BB. You may just have to. Went with the overbet on the turn. Since we have the ace of diamonds, this may not be a good overbet, but I don't know. I like it. I'm thinking about checking this back because the club's got there. Is that the pussiest shit ever? I mean, he called the overbet on the turn. I kind of just have to check back in respect to that. What was his name? Gotta remember his name. Give him a little notey poo. My guy likes to call. Who is that too? Soreman. Is that you, Soreman? Yeah, we're gonna give him a note. Daddy likes to call. Would like to try ACR. Is it easy to deposit money and withdraw? Honestly, it is if like you're a member of any type of like poker community, whether it be Twitter, a Facebook group, there are people in there already playing on ACR. So if you don't have cryptocurrency to easily do that, you can be like, hey, does anyone have crypto for digital? And then you can find someone to like move your bottom 2 pair. We really don't want to be checking this back. We want to go with the larger sizing on this wet board. We get snapped off, nut low turn, and check back the turn. Ugh, kept getting worse and worse. It is like a super overbluffed node, but I mean, I just don't think I'm beating anything. He has 2 pair combos that beat me. We just gotta let it go. Yeah, that's how I did it because I don't trade cryptocurrency. I'm not in the cryptocurrency like world or whatever. So I just had enough friends that played on the site where if ever I go bankrupt on the site or whatever. And because I'm here to learn, I think I'm like stuck 3K over the year or over 2 years on ACR. Ooh, middle set. We love middle set. Not against this player profile type, but we'll take it. Ooh. I think I want to 3-bet him. He doesn't have 9s. Get him off his equity. Get out on my pot. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I never get action on aces. Not to be a catastrophist or anything, but I never do. I just don't. I swear, when I was playing yesterday, and was it yesterday or the day before, when I just like ran into cooler after cooler after cooler. And that's the great thing about Poker Tracker. I have PT4 on, so I can go back and I look at my volume and I can see like how below equity I was running. And I mean, like, I don't need to look at a chart. Like, I remember the pain of running badly, but you can see like a visual representation of how you were just running bad, but playing pretty decent, which is always kind of rewarding. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me high. I think when this set of acrylics grows out, I'm going to chop them off and have short nails again so I can play more ukulele tunes. I'm going to hold on to this. I don't have a ton of info on him, but he's only played one. Okay, never mind. Button opened. We're up $2 now. Absolutely killing it. But I shouldn't celebrate being unstuck. I'll get stacked immediately. Daddy likes to call. I really do leave people the most bizarre and creepy notes. Oops, so well. Make it 11. I'm not a fan of online poker, but oh, we already read that. We're caught up on the comments. Yeah, so I don't know if I finished explaining that, but I've never pulled money off of ACR. And when the time came for that, I'd probably ask somebody to do like a tradesy poo who was looking for ACR. There's always people looking for ACR. This is a hand I'm opening 1/3 of the time. I see a lot of the players in the hand are nits, so I'm going to choose the aggressive action and take it down. I get to 4-bet this hand a certain amount of the time. I'm going to choose that action. We may get blown off of it, but that's the risk you take. We're going to go 1/4. Go 1/4, and then we don't have a pot size bet behind. We're going to check behind. See what he does. He checks to me, I'm shoving. Our options are shoving over the top or folding. I don't think he has worse. Lost our first 4-bet pot of the day. You know, you gotta do it. You gotta find those bluffies. Burks? Is this Berkey? If it's Berkey, he's a station, so I better check. I'm gonna bluff for cheap. No. I'm gonna rep it. Damn. Snap me. Well, he had trips and a flush, so I don't know what he thought I was fucking around with. But he saw through me. And we're done. Who's big DSP? My friend just invited me to Kubrick's Lolita. Has anyone ever seen that? Is that a worthwhile picture show? A good reason to go to the cinema? I'll tell you what I saw at the cinema that I thought was so good was Bottoms. It was like a parody of a 90s or Y2K era teen movie. I really enjoyed it. None of my premiums ever get any action. Sevens 3-bet like I think like 10%, 8 to 10% of the time in this formation. He's so short. I don't want him to shove on me, so I'm just gonna call. Do I want to call one here? I don't want to give up flop. How much info do we have on him? Not playing a lot. C-bet's pretty low. I'm going to let it go on the flop. How's everybody doing in the chat? Anybody got any questions? Don't ask me about strategy, though. Even if I knew the answer, I'd lie to you. Play dumb. I'm so good at playing dumb. I think it's because I might actually be part dumb. Cute. Yikes. Nightmare turn. Gotta respect it. They did this new like graphic with ECR where it says like winner and like the flames go up. Don't love that. Not a huge fan of that. I forget what it said before, but it wasn't. I don't know if they're just like buying themselves more time, like for the awarding of the pot to take longer so that more players can become available for a new table. Like I don't know what that's all about. raising my inside gut shot draw because it's a draw where I don't really care if I get blown off my equity. Get a lot better hands to fold in wide range. Why aren't you a fan of online poker, Anderson? Think it's rigged? It might be. I wonder. I mean, of course they say they try to keep... Ooh, 4-bet. I'm going to stick around. Okay. So sometimes when there's like a lot of pre-flop action, I'll sit around to see if I can catch someone like cold 4-betting with like 8s and 9s or any other assorted hands that make, 5-betting jacks way more profitable. Any hymns or worship songs that stuck with you from your Christian upbringing that you could sing for us? Softly and tenderly Jesus is calling, calling for you and for me. See on the water he's waiting and watching, calling all sinners, come home. Come home, come home. Ye who are weary, come home. Softly and tenderly Jesus is calling, calling all sinners, come home. Well, that sucks. He free-rolled us and he got the best of us. Hey, Dan. I don't know which Dan you are, but it's good to see you. Thanks for coming out. We just got felted. We got rivered. I don't like my shove there. I think that shove is just astronomically stupid. I think I can bet third and fold to a raise. I think I can check and call a bet. Yeah, I just fucking hated my shove there. It was really bad. We're going to classify that one as a mistake. But yeah, I actually went to like an evangelical, like new wavy school. Not like new wavy, but just like we had contemporary worship. So we weren't singing hymns. At my church, we sang hymns. But at school, it was mostly like, shout to the Lord, all the earth, let us sing. Power and majesty raised to the King. You know that shit? You just always enjoy the in-person aspect of the game. Me too. Okay, I have 2 pair that's been counterfeited. I could do a really spicy bluff here, but I think he just has a lot of boats and we just got to give it up. Why do I have him marked as green? He likes to call me. We're going to say likes to call me. Hauntingly beautiful. Knew it would be. Thank you. You're sweet. Thanks, Brayden. Oh, God. Ugh. That was annoying. That hand doesn't squeeze that often. Maybe. This guy from Thailand, he talented. He's so talented. but we're talented too. Taking down the pots. Boo. That king 10 hand. God, that was such a fucking punt. I'm mad at myself. What do we have behind? Could have saved ourselves some shekels. There was the punt you were waiting for, David. We found a spot. Especially since we have a straight in our hand, you know? We don't want to be betting that. Our hand becomes a bluff catcher on the river, and I hate that because it's like the worst hand that would call us would be the straight, but we have the straight. You know what I mean? I really just do like one tabling. Two tabling still just like stresses me out, and I can't even think about three. I used to regularly play three, and it was just too much. I was just like so not making my best decisions. And we don't like it, like playing multi-tables online like does not reflect the live experience at all, you know? A couple of ladies. Did anybody used to watch TCH with Mike Youngblood on the mic? He used to be like, a couple of ladies. Okay, his 3-bit is max high. Based on his sizing, we should make it like 22. It was a 75 big blind blast. I agree, Andrew. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it at all. But like I said, I've been working really hard over the last year to overhaul my game. And sometimes old McBlasty, she just comes out. But that's what the spin class is about. That's what the eating right is about, and the journaling and the meditation. We want to have as few of those as possible. And if we are blasting, we want it to at least be a good candidate. We want to be blasting in a spot where we can get people to fold better hands, perhaps. Blast off, Caitlin. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. Okay, we have a suited 10. This player likes to call. They don't have a super high 4-bet. I'm going to go with the 3-betting line. Flop bottom pair. We're blocking a lot of the hands he can raise me with by having the 10 in my hand. I'm going to continue. All right, he snaps us off. We're blocking the nuts. He would snap me off with spades, an ace, 2-pair combos. Check. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the bluffs are going to revolve around the 10. Since I have a 10 in my hand, we just have to let it go. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be that way. Okay, I'll play you in position. This hand usually folds to the 3-bet most of the time. Got 2 overs. We don't have any backdoors though. I think we want to be floating with better ace highs and ones that have backdoors. I don't think we have enough information on him to call him down that light, float him that light. Favorable flop. How do I want to play this? See that. I don't like that. I wish I checked. Okay, now we're not beating anything. Damn. Ready to announce tomorrow, Caitlin? So tomorrow I am going to be doing commentary for the Georgetown Poker Room. It's going to be live at 7 p.m., I believe. There's some sorority sisters coming in, so some ladies playing poker. Me and Dirty Dan are going to be on the mic, so it should be a really fun time. Make sure to tune in. Only playing deuces from that position like third of the time, I think. One thing about driving back and forth to the lodge is I get a lot of time to listen to my podcasts and my music. I've been loving, I liked Olivia Rodrigo's debut album a lot better than I liked Guts. I think Guts is good, but Vampire is just like a sick tune. I really think she's like a gifted songwriter and what's it called? Singer. But I had a really fun time listening to Beyonce's Renaissance. That's one of the albums where I just like, I'll listen to that straight through. I try to do my best of like actually listening to full albums rather than just going into my recently played or just like the songs I'm listening to right now, because I like to respect the musician, you know? They wrote an album, you want to experience the album. Tequila. I miss tequila and cigarettes and weed. God damn it. Why do I want to have like a clear mental whatever? Thanks for your well wishes, Andrew. We should have a good time. I have a busy day tomorrow. I have a dealing lesson, like a coaching lesson. Going to teach a company downtown who's launching some sort of like poker product. So I'm teaching all the poker noobs the basics of no limit hold'em, little baby beginner lesson. Those are always fun to me. So I was up like 115 before I opened ACR for y'all. So we're We're about stuck for the day. I mean, right back at even. It's never easy. But we're not results oriented in this family. We just want to make good decisions. And we made one very bad one so far. Sticky Mickey. That's what his note says. So we don't really want to be messing with him. Lighter than a feather. Dan says he wants the Tesla for the autopilot. Then you wouldn't mind commuting. Fair enough. Combo draw, combo draw. I think maybe we want to reopen the betting at 40%. I don't know if the 67% bet was necessary. We're definitely not getting him to fold a jack or a 10. Maybe we get better ace highs to call. I mean, worse ace highs. Folding to a raise, obviously. Nice. Sometimes it works. Did anyone in the chat ever listen to Avril Lavigne? I used to love her angsty little emo girl music. All this time you were pretending, so much for my happy ending. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That one's a good one. And then was the one who's like, hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend. Think you need a new one. Willie. Badger, I think, is one of the better players in the pool. I'll say that. I'll say that with my full chest. What did I put on my talking agenda today? What topics have I not covered? We talked about satellites. We talked about making mistakes for our tournament life, getting impatient in the wrong. I think I talked about my Bumble date. Yeah, I did. And I talked about the Astrology compatibility. Supposed to have a Bumble date last night, but he had to work late. So this only opens a small percentage of the time, but everyone behind me is pretty light. Or pretty tight. Stealing from the hijack. I told you that I'm going to Kansas City with RunGood, and I'm going to San Diego with Nikki with RunGood. Our Alan Keating episodes are available on Ace Holes. He was kind enough to do an interview and a sketch. If you haven't already, please give it a watch. Please make sure you subscribe to Ace Holes. Leave a comment. Give it a thumbs up. We really need some help with the algorithm. It's not reaching to people who we need it to. And it's honestly just really funny. We worked really hard on that sketch, and Alan doesn't really give interviews that often. So you really do get the opportunity to get to know him better, which is nice. This 3-bet's at a little bit of a clip. I think we went Jack 5 more, but Jack 7 can 3-bet a little bit too. Obviously have to fold to a 4-bet. Nice. I talked about the troll comment that ruins my day. Oh, I was going to talk about bottoms. It's so friggin' funny, y'all. Oh my gosh. She, like, the author or the director writer really, like, created her own universe. Like, the football players are never seen out of uniform. Everything is so heightened. And I mean, if you don't really like, or you're not like an ally, like an LGBT ally, like maybe skip it, maybe not for you. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was like funny as hell. I really liked it. I think I want to go get another tarot reading. Have y'all gotten tarot readings or astrology? I guess I believe more in astrology than tarot. I'm just like a witchy girl in general. I believe in all of it. Tell me what the sky says. He was a skater boy. He said, "See you later, boy." He wasn't good enough for her. She had a pretty face, but her head was up in space. Could y'all tell I didn't want to fold that? Now he's a superstar, slamming on his guitar. Hey Amanda, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We're just streaming some Blitzy Blitz over here. It's mad hard. I'm stuck. About $75 of it, or maybe $50. I forget what the river bet was. I turned to straight and I rivered the flush, but like the third nut flush, third or fourth. And I should have just like checked and called a bet. I don't know. It was a torch. And sometimes we torch. And we're confident enough to stick in the game, give ourselves the opportunity to dig out. I'll be at Kansas City RunGood. Hopefully I'll be able to have a drink with you and the crew. I'll make sure to leave ASOLs on when I leave tonight. Thank you. Yes, I look forward to seeing you in Kansas City. I will be there. This is a fold, but he's kind of a wimp. I see a movie every Sunday. I want to see Bottoms. Please see Bottoms. It's so funny. Oh my God. We're showing up with one of our worst tens. We don't have a heart. I don't see a reason to inflate this pot. I don't think I want to lead out on the king. Ugh. Queen Jack is there. 7, 8. There are a bunch of made straights on the board. We just have second pair, no kicker. I want to be sticky, but I want to be smart. We're at about the 200 hand mark. Been playing cash for about 45 minutes or so. Had no luck in the Boski. Got insanely cooler there at the end. Nice. Ooh, combo draw, combo draw. There's like a min click. Doing that with top pair and over pair. Better flush draw. Think given the size of the raise, we got to give it one more shot. Folding to a big bet here. Torching is relatable. Really a streamer of the people. I mean, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, we've arrived at the river with 6 high. She could have a better flush draw. I'm going to lead out for half. Yikes. Can't get away. Oh, God. Trying to get people to fold aces over here? Jesus Christ. Oh, don't mind me. Just trying to get the person with fish in their name to fold aces. Fucking A. Suited kings do call. Ozymandias is like, okay, that's nice. Rainbow board, I don't see a reason to razz. I'm going to do an annoying bet that we hope to get raised on. I don't think he checks back a king on the turn. He could have a straight, though. God. We're chopping too often. Let's go! Let's go. That's a move in the right direction. I'm not going to rat hole tonight because there were too many people in my chat the other night that were like, why are you rat holing? Rat holing is bad. Even though the chat was the one that told me to rat hole in the first place. Now we'll play deep stack poker and we'll see if I can make the adjustments to 200 versus 100. Although I don't know that I was actually absolutely slamming it out of the park at 100 bigs. Amanda, what's your favorite Avril Lavigne song? I know you have one. You're not that much younger than I am, I don't think. You have to know some Avril. You know the one I also like is, all my life I've been good, but now, wow, I'm thinking what the hell? You know what song that Avril Lavigne wrote that she didn't, that is actually on Kelly Clarkson's album is Breakaway. I'll spread my wings and I learn how to fly. Oh my God, you're whiter than a whore's vagina, but I don't know that this is the candidate for that. Even when they're a loosey goose, you gotta be less loosey to beat them. Drew Nation in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, Drew. Yeah, Andrew. Bing pot. Bing, bing. What was that like trend that went on last year? It's not like hate speech, is it? The whole bing bong. It was just crackheads being weird, right? Who the hell are you? Reginald. 1 out of 16 hands. That's pretty fucking tight. I don't know that we want to be 3-betting this cat. Ooh. 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 He's going to let this go. I'm not even worried about it. He's going to make the right fold. God damn it. Why do we keep trying to get people to fold over pairs? I hate it. Fuck! Who is Avril Lavigne? She's a singer, Anderson. She's a singer. Anderson likes, Weezer. Anderson's a Weezer guy. And what's that other, weird band you like? Skater Boy, of course. Not original, but I was a huge Avril fan. Thank you. I knew you'd see me. I wonder if I shove if I get him to fold jacks. I'm just not getting him to fold jacks. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. He folded 15 hands to let me torch into his jacks. Would you make it? No, thank you. Willie Zermacht. He don't like me. He 3-bet me light. He do. I 3-bet everyone light, as you can see. So just in case y'all want to know what my HUD means, VP is VPIP, voluntarily put in pot. That's the 3 bets, percentage of 3 bets. This is overall aggression number. And then attempt to steal is if you open the cutoff or later. 4-bet is 4-bet. And then C-bet is obviously me as the pre-flop aggressor, how often I'm betting the flop. 67 is pretty decent. Getting a little high, but I like it. And then showdown, pretty decent. We like it around 30. Bum buddy dum buddy dum 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 dum. No club for me. That's a very emasculating note in the game tree. Open, check, fold. Hurts my heart. Like, why even bother? If you're in the chat or you're watching and you haven't made yourself known, let me be sweet to you. I'm being so vulnerable by playing 50 and L. This shit is hard as hell. I honestly think with one of our worst ace highs, we can fold the flop a lot, but now we're in a bluff catching spot. I think we're good here. Let's go. Chop it up. Mama needs a double to get unstuck. Let's win a big one. I think it's raining. Getting kind of loud out there. Four-liner to a straight on the board. I think we get called by nines. We obviously lose to an 8. Any two-pair combo. We're blocking the nuts. Lose to a jack. I think we just want to bluff catch. Oh, we win. Yeah, we win. Might have gotten called by ace-king there. May have missed a bet. What do y'all think? Maybe we're betting king 10, but checking queen 10. Ooh, it's really coming down out there. Anybody else in Austin experiencing this run? Sure. I'll see a flop. Nice. Let's go. Hey, Chance, what's up? It was nice to finally meet you the other day at the table. I think that's you, Chancellor Poker. We get to 4-bet this. We don't really want to be calling it a lot. We really only want to be 4-betting it. And versus this player's numbers, I think it makes for a good 4-bet. Got 2 overs and a gutter. Betting out third. We're obviously not beating anything. I think we gotta call one. Nice. Can you play Santeria on the uke? Not while I'm playing Blitz, but I can sing a little beginning for you. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I had $1 million, but I spent it all. If I could find that satchel and this dun. Nice. Now we're only stuck one buy-in. I will say that was my ex's favorite song. My ex-fiance, like the ex. That was his favorite song. But the song he played when he proposed to me was Casey and JoJo, the all my life I pray for someone like you, and I thank God that I found you. Andy Russell says on the Queen 10 hand, if you check flop and check turn, you should check call river. Thank you, Andy. Chat proing is very allowed in this chat. I don't have a big ego about my game. I make mistakes, I punt, and if y'all have feedback for me, I want to hear it. Simple as that. That was you, Chance. All right, nice to meet you. Okay. We're calling, but like we're not super comfy. We may have to be done here. Uruguay. Come play IRL 15L soon. I would love to, Eric, and I plan to. Eric runs a 25-50 cent live game in downtown Austin. I think we just want to check call here for anybody who may be interested. You can hit him up. Eric, he posts about it on Facebook. You can also get his contact through me if you're seriously interested. I'll screen them for you, Eric. Bet big on the flop. I think we gotta look her up here. God damn it. Wasn't our best six. I mean, it was our best six. That's why I justified the call. We're still good. We're groovy. I do really love Santeria. Okay, because he opened to nearly 3x from the cutoff, my range becomes symmetrical, and I don't open Jack 4 suited from that position, and he's also like gonna apply max pressure. He's a really good player, so we're okay letting it go. Like the beat, beat, beat of the tom-tom, when the jungle shadows fall, like the tick-tick-tock of the stately clock as it stands against the wall, like the drip, drip, drip of the rainstorm when the thunder shadow is true. So a voice within me keeps repeating you, night and day. You are the one, only you, beneath the moon and under the stars. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are. I think of you. He's gonna bet out. I give up. My hand. Oh, hey, we win! Let's fucking go! Sometimes they're bad. Love when people relate music to memories. It's true. All about that sense memory, yo. She's an actress. You know, smell is the sense that's most like closely tied to our sense of memory. Do you ever get like a massive deja vu when you smell like eucalyptus or lavender or like whatever, cinnamon? You're like, oh my god, my Nana's baking. I was gonna make banana today, but as I talked about earlier, I don't eat whole eggs. I buy liquid egg whites. So I forgot to buy, I have all the baking ingredients except for eggs. I forgot to buy eggs. So need to buy eggs so I can bake up these delicious bananas that are perfectly ripe. Y'all, I was so nervous nobody was going to watch the stream. I was like alone in the chat for literally, I want to say like the first 5 minutes. I just had to like have faith that people would come. I was like, do I just like shut it down if no one tunes in? Do I just like shut it down and just like die in shame? Do I just like crawl into bed and cry? And I was like, no, you leave it up and you like, you try and it's all good. I've been thinking more and more about getting back up and doing some stand-up sets. I want to do a couple of open mics and then maybe try Kill Tony. Does anyone in Austin ever go to Kill Tony? And I'll tell you, the huge reason why I was thinking about like getting my sea legs back and just like performing on Kill Tony was because it's almost impossible to get a seat in that show. I was gonna take one of my, I wasn't gonna take, but like I was planning a Bumble date with a guy, and I was like, oh, you ever seen Kill Tony? But then I like looked into it, and it's like sold out as long like through the year. All the tickets are sold, but they have standbys because I'm sure they get like a ton of no shows. People buy their tickets so far in advance or whatever. You have to stand in line like 3 or 4 hours, and I just don't feel like that's a first. I don't know. I wouldn't mind that as a first date activity because you're like getting to know each other or whatever. But I can see people like standing in the hot summer or the hot September of Austin. Maybe not the best first date experience. Man, does this stream cover a wide spectrum of everything? Thanks for tuning in, Adam. It sure does. If there's a topic you'd like us to talk about, you just steer us right in that direction. I'm quite agreeable. I can't bluff with this. He trapping. I mean, I've arrived on the river with like the fucking nut low. I think he's gonna give it up. I think he respects me. Let's go! Those are my arms from my spin class. You're welcome for the shout, Eric. You run a fine 25-50 game. You deserve the love. I'll be there soon. I'm gonna take a peek. He clicked me. No spades on the board. We done. We're done! I'm going to play until 10 o'clock. Who thinks I'm going to get unstuck? Vote in the chat. Will Caitlin get unstuck this one buy-in? She is still stuck because she punted. Because she absolutely blasted off early in the sesh. Like the drip, drip, the rain. I burped. Could y'all tell? I probably could have gotten away with that. But I believe in honesty. I don't want to have a relationship with y'all where I can't tell you when I'm burping. For real. Versus player, I think I'm going to check it back. If you're not careful with your song requests, Caitlin's gonna put all the bad energy into an egg and crack into the hot water and read the shapes. Wait, what? If you're not careful with your song requests, Caitlin's gonna put all the bad energy into an egg and crack it into hot water and read the shapes. Is that like some kind of... I don't know what that is. Yeah, the Kill Tony thing. I'm really thinking about it. I would definitely Kill Tony is like really nerve-wracking. For those of you who don't know, you're like getting roasted by like a panel of professional comedians, and it's like an open mic, like you sign up day of before the show. But a lot of the clips are going viral on TikTok. It's really been really popular on TikTok. And what was I gonna say? I saw this one girl who was like, she did 3 weeks of Kill Tony, and Tony hired her for a road gig, and then Roseanne hired her to open for her based on her success at Kill Tony. So, you know, you never know what's going to happen. Oh my God, I don't believe you. He did 3-bet me, and his 3-bet numbers are so freaking low. I think he checks back ace king. This really sucks. That really sucked. Will Huggins said, glad I saw the post about the stream. I always wondered if that was you in the 50 and L Blitz Street. Enjoy your guest appearances on OnlyFriends. Yep, it is I. It is I, Caitlin from Texas, in the Blitz Streets. Punting to everyone. I don't know what the 6931 means, Adam. Check it back, see if we can get him to bluff it. Okay, we can't check twice. We're gonna go 10. Lego. Oh, we have next to no info on you, so light as a feather, 3-bet. Light as a feather. Love watching your poker journey. Wish the best of luck from the Ace Holes pods to your all in. I'm here for it. Thanks, BB. All right, the king, we're the 3-better. Gonna open it back up for 40. How much is 40? 7.5 is 2.1. Like 9-ish. Oh, chances of victory. Is the 69 my likelihood to get unstuck? I think I gotta bluff this. So many brick draws. I'm the 3-better, ace king on the board. I know we have a pair, but it's no good. All right, well, night hand. Comeback victory, that is. Indeed. Comeback. Three-bet pot, ace, rag, rainbow, 1/3. C-bet. Nice. Got a little back from him. I'm every woman, it's all in me. If I had to see the voice right now, it'll come naturally. Home, 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 home. I'm every woman, it's all in me. All right, Mr. Thailand opening to 3x. We fold the jack 6. One old son of a bitch. I was about to say, one old son of a bitch about to get 3-bet if he comes into my pot. The egg thing is a Santeria ritual. Lol. All the TikTok girlies tell me I don't need to be fucking with Santeria. That it's like voodoo magic and like really scary. 4-bet pot. We take it down. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I cracked an egg into boiling water, 'cause it's a ritual. Is that how it goes? That's Santo. Yikes. That's not our flop. That's not our flop at all. Yeah, he wasn't folding that. Good check back, Caitlin. Taking our showdown value. Taking our showdown value. I want to play this as a call or a res. When in doubt, res. I'm gonna see what they have. What you cold four betting with, you piece of shit? Is this a fold? No. Oh, hi-ya. Hi-ya. Good fold, Caitlin. Hey, Carl. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Appreciate your viewership. Oh, shit. Yikes. Got scooped. I've absolutely tanked my chess rating the past few days, but on the bright side, I can now come back and play easy games. Yeah, sometimes we just don't play our best. Sometimes we're tired. Sometimes we're emotional. Sometimes we're grumpy. And that's the work, He went with the bigger sizing. I don't think we want to use Jack 10 as a raise here. Play it as a call. Hey, Jess, welcome back. I think if you're going to fold Ace King on the river, that's the board to do it. So I don't think you missed out on value. Yes, rainy and cool in Austin today. I thought I was in the Pacific Northwest. For real. I'm going to go half-ish. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. Hearts got there. What's my favorite holiday? Am I like the biggest cliche in the world if I say Christmas? But I love Halloween because I love my wigs. I love dressing up. I'm a big fan of costumes. I also like St. Patty's Day. I just, I'm a huge fan of binge drinking. So, to have an acceptable social outlet for that, I think is, really good for me. My St. Patty's Day this year, I was with Nikki. I was in town filming Ace Holes, I think. We went out with, Katie Lindsay, Chris Moorman, some other jabronis. It was a fun time. Hi, Semi-bluff. Just in case he has diamonds. Let's go! Happy to be here. You're literally one of my favorite people in poker I've ever met. Thank you, Carl. Carl doesn't think that I'm mid at best and just fuck eights and nines because they're using me sexually. In case he missed it earlier, that was a troll comment that I have not at all been obsessing about. I've barely given it a second thought, and it was removed for harassment. So I didn't even really have to tell you. I just chose to. Because I'm like, seriously, like, I'm not confident it wasn't a compliment, you know? Like, if I'm only getting with eights or nines, and that's just your perception, I might sneak a 10 in there every once in a while. You don't know. You don't know. No. What training or coaching do I use? So I ended my relationship with the coach that I had been with for like, I don't know, 16, 18 months this summer. So I haven't been doing any coaching other than watching YouTube. There's this one kid that I found on YouTube that does really good. It's like that I keep needing to remember to commit his name to memory so that I can tell you all about him. What is his damn name? Maybe I can find it. Hey Renee, what's going on? King Queen was not my friend today. What is the name of this guy? I'm gonna find him. Okay, his name is Saulo Costa. If y'all need some free resources, I think his videos are like spot on and really helpful. Saulo, Saulo Costa, Costa. His videos are doing pretty good, but he's got the juice. He's got the tea. He knows what the hell is up. And then I use GTO to kind of like get better at my spots. I've been really zeroing in on my knowledge of like 30 big blind stack. Feel pretty comfortable at 20, but I also need like a lot of help with ICM. I think in the 2 deep runs that I've made in the last month, I made mistakes that were revolved around ICM. So need to get a little bit better about that. And I can't tell you what coach I use because he would bully me. He would get so mad at me. So we just keep that to ourselves. We want to get unstuck for the viewers. That hand helps us do that. Great. I know they're getting raised from Mr. We don't really know you that well. I never get action on my premiums. Not sure what I missed, but you're a doll. Thank you. What you missed was I woke up to like a hateful comment on one of my previous streams because I was telling a story of this guy flew me out to New England after I met him on vacation. He wanted me to like come back and like try it out and try dating, and I was supposed to spend like the whole weekend with him, and then he ended up getting like stressed out and it was like too much too soon or whatever. So I ended up going home early, which is like all for the best. We can all be adults, and I didn't necessarily need to have a long distance boyfriend. So if he just like courted me for so long, he like called me every day just to be like, hey, just thinking about you. You're so pretty and I like you and I like, miss you and want to see you. And he did that every day for like 5 weeks. So I didn't feel like the dumbest idiot flying out to go see him. But what was great was, and he did pay for my ticket back and stuff. So he made right by me. So like we have no bad blood. He's a nice guy. I don't really know what happened there. We haven't really talked about it, but I wish him well. But in any event, when I was flying back and I was like all upset because, this guy like, I'm ending my trip early. I'm like here supposedly to see this guy who like really cares about me or whatever. And then I was like, you know, drinking doubles at the bar, and this guy comes up to me to get to know me or whatever, and he's like, "What happened to you?" I'm like, "Oh, I came here for a guy and he dumped me or like whatever." And he was like, "You don't fly to see men anymore, Caitlin. They come to you." And I was like, "Yes, they do. Thank you for the gas up, strange man." And then he bought my drinks and he told me I was too pretty to look this sad at an airport bar. He really, like, the universe sent this man into my life, and he was like definitely on some drugs or something, but I was happy to receive the well wishes. I needed them. Recommends Peter Clark Carrot Corner for good training content on YouTube. Okay, thanks, Huggins. Thanks for the tip. Enjoying these lovely rainy bands. Whoop whoop. I'm referring to cash stuff, just trying to figure out what you're working with, if that makes any sense. No, I can't give you a clue. I can't talk about who my coach was or what we worked on, but or who he works for, because again, he'll get so freaking mad at me. Just can't. But I'm most studied, especially pre-flop, at 100 big blinds. And I think my post-flop play is evolving. I'm not having this problem this session, but when I look at my numbers globally, I'm definitely not four betting enough. I think a problem I used to have was turn probing too often. I think I've gotten those numbers under control, but even when I'm winning, I'm pretty, like, I'm a red line pro. How much do we know you? Sorry, I can't tell you more than that. I've been thinking about getting some coaching with mental health Matt Hunt, who works with Solve for Why, just to get some of my tournament game cleaned up, get some of those ICM questions answered. Oh my God, this fucking chick again. It is a lovely story. It is kismet. This Anna ho like to call. I don't get her to fold a queen. He's never folding an ace. I'm targeting king high, which I think will fold to that. Carl says, okay, so real talk. I don't know how y'all do it. Yeah, I told you he wasn't folding a queen. Okay, real talk. I don't know how y'all do it. Dating seems so much different now. I don't even think I could figure it out now. Like, you need an app. You can't just talk to people now. Honestly, the reason why I don't date poker people is it brings, or I try not to, is because it like brings drama into work. Like, I don't want to be sitting at a tournament table. I was like, oh my God, my ex sat down, or oh wow, there's the guy that ghosted me. And that was a situation I had recently where a guy that ghosted me showed up and I had to like interact with at the poker club. And that's like awkward as hell. Like, I don't want that. But that's who be in my DMs, you know? What am I gonna do? Hey, Shoequatic, we missed you. We do need a Caitlin dating show. You're right. Seriously though, sometimes you just get sent the right persons into your life. So thank you, airport drink buyer. For real. For real, airport drink buyer. We can bluff catch here. He bet pot on the flop. I'm calling. Fucking station. God damn it, gets there. Oh my god, tragedy. I missed the start of your stream. Clearly, I'm not stalking your Twitter feed effectively. Apparently not. Have your player colored tags been inconsistent this week on ACR? Mine have not been consistent since the update last week. Player color tag there, one had and gone to the next. So I feel like with the update, they're not attaching the color tag to like all the accounts. So if someone's like multi-tabling, like it doesn't transfer from one account to the other. You know what I mean? I think I have to start betting. Who would ghost the queen of ASOS? It's true. I got ghosted. He apologized, but he apologized in such a way that I reprimanded him and then he unfollowed me. So it's going to be even more awkward next time I see him. Yay! Hurrah! But no, that's why I'm like doing the Bumble thing. But it's like annoying because like you have like it's like a job. Like Bumble is like another hobby or, you know, thing that you have to cultivate. That you have to spend time, you have to match with people, and when you get the matches, you have to follow through by like, especially because I use Bumble, so you have to like think of something to say, and I try to think of something unique and thoughtful for every individual person. So it feels like homework. Sometimes I don't even end up messaging all the guys that I like match with, and I definitely do not send enough messages. I'll ghost people like when it's early in the conversation and stuff. Like I had the driest conversation the other day with somebody where I was just like, I think we can both just walk away from this and feel good. I don't think there needs to be more things said. And then like sometimes I'll think like, oh, like I really want to make plans. I want to go on dates this week. And then I'm like, what am I doing? I'm focusing on my career. But like, but you got to make time or you're going to die alone. So that's very frustrating. I should date a dealer is who I should date. Because then it's like a dealer who like doesn't play. That's what Amanda's got going on, if you're still watching Amanda. She's got a good stitch. Is there anything better than have ace double suited flopping a set on a rainbow board and the villain leads into you? No, nothing better. If y'all haven't jumped in the chat and said hi yet, make yourself known. Let me be sweet to you. I'm trying to get unstuck here. That'll help. Oh, God. Versus the under the gun. We just gotta go. So I want to raise here. I feel like with jacks, it's a raise. Just launching into aces or kings. We shall see. Oh, like I said, give me a queen one time. Give me a queen one time, please. I deserve that. I knew what he had. God damn it. Can we have a hand history review at the end and go over 2 or 3 of your biggest hands in your hand history from tonight? Yeah, we can do that. We'll go over that one. I don't know. That one kind of seems like a cooler, like a setup, if you will. All right, I'm going to play 15 more minutes and then I can pull up some big hands. Let's mark that one that we just had. Oh, it's already gone. We'll find it. So are you still doing the burlesque stuff you were doing? It seems like it gave you passion. The last time I did it was when I vlogged about it, which is here available on my YouTube channel, vlog number 4. He just has a really low showdown value, so I'm just gonna raise him with air sometimes, you know? Thank you, Shoequatic, for your support on the Queen's Kings cooler. I think that was a setup. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I should be able to get away with that from that. When I've got his player profile, he 4-bet me under the gun. The check raise condom, safety first. Love it. I know, but like I still get annoyed when I call out what their exact holdings are and I just like do what the correct play is, even though kind of like my read is right, you know? It gets frustrating. I've been like really getting hit in the dick with the variance lately, you know? Just taking a pounding. Hey James Crockett, what's up? You're going through a bad breakup. I'm glad to have my stream to watch along with my new kittens. Congrats on your kittens. You want to tell us at all about your bad breakup? Bad breakups, man. They can really get ya. Nothing going my way this session. Wish I'd streamed the one earlier when I won 2 buy-ins instead of this one where I'm down 3. We could still get unstuck. We got 15 minutes left. We got a prayer, a hope and a prayer. I love when you focus on play and not results. I know. I can't stand it. I want to win. I'm competitive. It's just like, oh, cool. I really think I only had the one punt. If y'all remember another punt, let me know. I can only think of the one. I'm going to raise my tits off if he doesn't check back. God damn it. Pipped me, motherfuck. Yeah, we're all here for you, James. I'm sorry for the man and or woman who broke your heart. I try not to demonize people. Like, even that... Like, people do the best that they can. Sometimes you get into conflict. Oh, so-and-so said you said this about me, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Oh, fuck. That was just a misclick. I obviously opened sevens under the gun. It happened right before my birthday while she knew I was getting laid off from my job. I'm sorry, that stinks. I'm gonna raise this one up. Safe turn. Continue for half. It's fine. I have my kittens in 2 job interviews this week. Nice. Just turned 45. Let's go. Tree bet. We tree bet Mr. Thailand. I feel like you're going to do great on these job interviews, though, James. For real. You're going to blow them out of the water. What kind of job are you interviewing for? Should we ask you job interview questions so you can practice? What value do you add to my operation here? Do they, though, do the best they can? I think people do what's easiest. I don't think people, like, are always, like, doing the best they can and, like, challenge, like, more so mean that, like, they're doing the best they can with what they're equipped with. Like, if a narcissist is a piece of shit to you, like, obviously it's, like, a narcissist is mistreating you. They're not in the right, but it's like they went through the circumstances and whatever that popped out that person, their mommy issues or daddy issues or whoever was cruel to them, that they kick the can down the road where they, take out their rage on other people. Or maybe they're closeted, or maybe, any number of things. I should bet 2 there. Think the best of people. Badger's so tough. 6-5 gets there. He's got all the sets. I'm checking it back. I think we're good. We win. Damn it! Well, good check back. I told y'all he was tough. All right, 10 more minutes. I seriously have the cutest kittens. I took my little girl to the vet today for her pre-spay, and the whole office couldn't stop passing her around. Aww. Let's go. Let's get some momentum going. Let's win 2 pots in a row. 2 pots in a row. 2 pots in a row. Well, it counts. It counts. We're counting it. There's 2 wins in a row. It counts. Speaking of Bumble, I sent my profile into the Only Friends podcast so Melissa and Nikki can roast me tomorrow. Can't wait. It's going to be funny for sure. I didn't have that kind of courage. Although I did show my Bumble profile to my friend Caroline, and who was co-hosting with me the other day, and she actually had a really good piece of feedback. She said that because, like, my bio starts out like I'm organized and detail oriented. I'm also spontaneous and fun. And she was like, are you really that organized that you want it to be the first thing that you say about yourself? I was like, that's a good point. I don't know if it's like my central tenet or whatever. It's more so trying to communicate that I'm a lot of different things. Some of them are conflicting. I live in Portland area. A local restaurant group wants me to help with the social media for their pizza places, and I get to practice making pizzas. Let's go. Let's hawk some pies, my guy. Let's hawk some pies. Am I gonna get a walk with Jax? I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Oh well. It's rigged. Internet poker is rigged. But at what point do people just need to get over their shit? We all got issues. We all got just keep and carry on. Yeah, but I just like, I feel like it's easier for me to forgive people and for me to heal and move on personally when I meet people where they're at in terms of their limitations. That doesn't mean I have to tolerate it. That doesn't mean I have to like accept it or put up with it. But just in terms of my own mental well-being, I feel better when I sort of accept people for their limitations and meet them where they're at, so to speak, you know? All profits matter. I am going to bet to try to get called by ace high or eights or tens or something. Or top pair. Sometimes he just has fucking top pair. You're a nit. That's right. Give me the money. It's a stick up. Come on, let me make a hand. Let me double up. For the fans. For the fans. For the chat pros. Who've watched me just run like garbage all night and punt a couple times. Let's score one for the good guys. This Russian piece of shit just been owning me. This Russian piece of shit that may or may not be a robot. But not calling people on their bad behavior just kicks the can. I call people out on their bad behavior. I just don't expect them to do work they're not going to do. I can set a boundary, but a lot of times when you set a boundary with a narcissist, like they're going to make it your problem. Like you're a bad friend, you're insecure, when really you just like set a reasonable boundary. But rather than me like get all bent out of shape and like trying to force a narcissist to hold themselves accountable when they're never going to, I think it's just like wasted expender of energy. That's all I mean, you know. You got a good head on your shoulders, Cece. Thank you. Bet turn small with Jack Jack. Can fold if you get raised. Can check back bad rivers. I like it. I thought about betting the king. In retrospect, he had the king. But we don't focus on results. We focus on making good decisions. A local high-end pet store wanted to hire me before I took the job I just got laid off from, wanted me to interview with them since they needed help again. Okay, that's nice. This R board, BB. Meeting people where they are and accepting their limitations. People would do well to incorporate that practice. For real. I don't know if I want to jump back in with either just yet. Depends on what they're offering, but I'm keeping my options open. I love it. Just a few more orbits here. Versus a lot of players I can call there, but he gets a 3-bet. We turn the nuts, we turn the nuts, we love to turn the nuts. I hear you. I guess I just don't have issues. It helps. I don't have friends, wife and kids, and I work a lot of hours, leaves very little time for drama and bull. Yeah, I got nothing but drama. I'm not even gonna front with y'all. Got a lot of drama. Got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy. He's such a nit. I'm gonna let it go. All right. We're gonna set out the big blinds. And then per your request, we'll go over a couple of hand histories. I'm not forgetting Stu Unger garments. Okay. Blech. Downtribians. I'm gonna go into my poker tracker. We're gonna go to today. I'm only down $40 for today. I won more than I thought I did earlier, so could be worse. All right, we want to go by the size of the pot. All right, let's take a look at these. Replay hands, and then we'll get the display up. Nope, not that one. Alrighty then. All right, here we have nines in the small. We got cutoff opens. I 3-bet. I don't hate this 3-bet, but we can be calling here a lot. And then the cold 4, and then the shove. Oh, so we folded. Sorry. I didn't think I lost a big hand with nines. Oh, this is just like all the big pots, not necessarily ones I lost or won. All right, here we get squeezed and we just let go. Whoopsies. I didn't go about this the right way. I think this is the hand that I torched, though. Let's go through this one. We call the hijack open. Hey, Ryan, what's up? We're done streaming. We're doing hand history reviews on big pots right now. This one was a torch of mine. We're all going to watch me torch. So I check. He bets small. I call. Sign me up for Caitlin's army and point out anybody stupid enough to be your enemy. No. So then we turn the nut straight with the flush draw. Straight flush draw. We check it again. He bets. We raise big. And he calls. We should be very worried there. And when the spade peels off, I think we can check call a lot. We can even check fold to the right size. I mean, he called the big overbet on the pot. So when I shove here, it is just an absolute torch and just a hasty decision and a punt. So consider that hand reviewed when we get snapped off by the second nuts, you know? We're not getting him to fold the second nuts, and I don't even think I was bluffing, but I don't know what hand I'm getting value off of. I don't, you know, there are 3 flushes that beat mine. When I have the straight, you know, I just poorly played. Why so big on the 3-bet? On the 9s when I made it 11? That's just my sizing. I go from 2 to 11 in the small and I make it 12 in the big. What do you size it to? In tournaments, I size down, but at 100 big blind poker, I make it 11 as a 3-bet. Yep, less than a buy-in. Not doing so shabby. We be in these streets. We be in these 2-5 streets. So here we 3-bet the cutoff on the button with big slick. We get 4-bet. We jam. We get called, and I believe they just had ace king, and we chop it up, right? Yep. Yeah, wide range. A lot of our 5-bets come from our ace king off. So yeah, that's that hand. All right, here's the hand with the queens. Impeccable timing as always, Ryan. I'll be streaming plenty more. There'll be plenty more streams. Don't you worry. You're pretty little ahead about it. All right, so under the gun opens in the small. I raise to 11. Again, there's that same 3-bet sizing. Ace is played just flat the turn. Okay. So then we get 4-bet. It's a really tight range spot. We're never folding, but we are like definitely very scared. We're on high alert. And then we get the nastiest flop of all, where we're just going to get coolered by kings and aces every time. I check. He bets, what's that, quarter? So I raise up and all in, and he just snaps me off with the kings. I think that one we can consider a cooler. But I even said, before I put in the raise, I was like, he owns me with kings and aces here so much of the time. He's only playing 20% of hands. I don't like my shove on the flop because I verbalized out loud that I knew where I was at. It's just really tight range, and queens shrink up when the nit 4-bets you, you know? I like the check raise on the turn. Nightmare river. I reckon you can check fold. This is the king 10 offhand in the big blind. Yeah, I agree. Thanks, Aquatic. Adam says, I think you can play exploitative while taking initiative. All right, do we got one more? Okay, here we got 3-bet. We call. This is like loosey-goosey player. Our suited kings definitely want to call the 3-bet after opening. With jacks and queens, we start to lose a lot of our suited ones that can't make a straight. but with kings and aces, they're different, and we want to call with suited. We flop trips. We check. He bets third. We just call. Blank on the turn. We check again. Checks back. River, I put out a little inducing, lead third, and then he really puts me to the test. He puts me up and all in, but this is exactly what I induced. I think, three of a kind, we're pretty top of our range. We're, of course, losing to Jack 10, Ace, King, King, Queen, but I don't think he checks those hands on the turn, so we can find the call pretty easily, and we are shown a bluff. Big old bluff. And that takes it for hand history review time. I love reviewing hands with y'all. That was super fun. I love all of your input. I definitely think the King 10 hand was like an absolute punt. The Queens was, a semi-cooler, like I said, like versus that player profile type. And I mean, I even verbalized that I had a really good idea of where I was at and that I was behind. It just kind of sucks. I think sometimes I can get away from that. Have you thought about getting a GTO Wizard account? You can solve one free hand a day. I do have a GTO Wizard account. Qantas, a hand. I don't know what Qantas means, other than it's like an Australian airline. Well, in any event, I thank y'all so much for your time and attention. I've been having so much fun streaming with y'all. I will be doing many more. I'm going to try to stream at least twice a week moving forward, especially when I'm in town in Austin, Boski's and 50 and Blitz. And until next time, thanks for tuning in.